almost live now. So I allow all the participants. There are almost 17 participants. Yeah. Short also is happening. Saurav is there. Hi Saurav, connected of that actually. Okay. I can hear the person now. Okay, let's start the program now. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our seventh webinar of ILLC, and thank you welcoming Leena ma'am for joining for our seventh webinar today. Before heading to this particular program, and happy warm welcome you all for this webinar. I'm delightfully what the response what given on last 2020 program is unbelievably. We got a lot of input from you all, and thank you. I'm very much satisfaction about the way you all responding of the webinar. So just moving forward, before starting our program, just want to share you a few more things. We recently started our website. You all know the website anyway. People who are not visited the website, I've just put it in the Dropbox website ID. Do visit the website, and I got very good feedback from the website, illcinternational.com. This website mainly launched for people who want to know about the webinars, what we are doing. So the events will be posted in the webinar, and we are coming with a lot of training models which will be available in our webinars. You can always know about your speakers, their profiles, and their specialization books on insurance and sales. So those also being placed in our website. Apart from that, there is a book option is available. We are going to collect almost 1,000 books from around the world. We'll be putting into our website. So people looking for different countries and different languages. People want about insurance sales, about idea sharings and effective management, digital marketing, everything available. Those books will be in our website. Apart from that, there's an option I'm giving for all the members to can also participation to our website. There is a column called idea box. You can always share your ideas, whatever you are doing in your own business, on your daily practicing and meeting a clients. It is so successful, I can able to highlight it. Kindly send it to us. We will post it in the idea box with your photographs. It will be helpful for other members to be looking forward for our website, as well as for you also. And keep subscribe our YouTube channel, keep subscribe our website, so you keep getting a lot of information about insurance sales, or whatever things we are able to give you, much more we can able to give you. And a lot of exacted 2020 shows are coming, a lot of good webinars going to be, international speakers are coming on talking about, we are lined up for all those things. Keep encouraging all of you, keep connect with ILLC, and what best I can able to give you, I'm giving back to that. So let's move on. Our speaker already waiting for it, so move forward our program today. She's the hero of the program, so I'm not taking much timing, and move forward. So let's see, as usually, what are the meeting itinerary today. Ma'am, I'm sharing the screen now. Can you see the screen, ma'am?
Yes, yes, sir.
So, welcome you all. ILLC 7th webinar. So maybe you are already unbelievable. We reached 7th webinar now. It's been started only in May, and it's go like in a fast. We did it 7th webinar we're heading, and we also changed the name ILLC International because we have a lot of members from all over the world. We watching these programs and webinars. We have a lot of response from different countries. So we changed this particular program into internationally. So today, you all know we're going to talk about Leena, ma'am, we're going to talk about goal settings and outcome frame. That is the title she's going to talk about today. And this is the meeting itinerary today. So I will just formally introduction why we started that ILLC and why it's so important that we just carry out of this ILLC program. Then I will introduction about our speaker Leena Sukuji, about her performance, and I'm happy that she's part of our program as well as one of the panel speaker also. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome once again. I'm doing it. Then Leena, ma'am, will take over the program and she talk about all this goal setting and frame from our all the details will be given. Then end of the program, as usual, you can always give your question answers in the program also. But end of the program, we will ask our speaker and she will able to give all the answers on that. Then, as usual, we will complete our program. Thank you so much. This is our itinerary today. So about ILLC, you all know that we have been coming with a different training. We already started several trainings now. So, ma'am also been started one more training. That training, NLP training, we will see today. How benefit out of you can able to do that. So there are list of trainings we are doing, online trainings, sales skill trainings we are doing it. Expert webinar, you can see a lot of experts are coming and there have been expert webinar, and social media training we are doing it to boost your business and other things. You can also see that ourselves we're doing a lot of e-flyers and other thing. You can able to see that that's we are applying in our business also. That's we are educating the people who want or desperately need for the particular thing. And we are doing email and e-flyer training also, how to even increase your productivity in a business on that. And management skill training and time management skills, it's upcoming. This training will be placed. And productive work from home training also we are doing it. This about ILLC, and you all much know about ILLC, or there are courageous. You can able to always follow us on several things. We be connected like Facebook. We have, you can able to connect to Instagram, even in Twitter. So we been connected so many areas. You can able to always connect with us, and we give all the training of basic trainings and free of cost. There's nothing we charge for that actually. Now move to our guest speaker, uh, Leena Sonoj. She is an international speaker, founder of Empowering Human Lives, and certified handwriting analyst and NLP trainer. So I'm proud to show that. I'm happy to welcome you, ma'am. So, about Leena, we just going to look her profiles. Leena is an international speaker, an NLP coach, handwriting analyst, and education industries. Leena, working in a schools, college, and corporate, she's have gone through an amazing journey to study that behavior of child and parent and clients. It made her to understand thinking of patterns, personality characteristics through handwriting and NLPs. She feels that passionate being change the people life by bringing changes in the handwriting, subsequently mind to get there where they are lives to be NLP techniques mainly fascinating on handwriting analysis. Okay. She helped she have helped many people in the students, housewives or professionals to transform their life and successful and happy. So that's what her profile, and we warmly welcome her. So she have been doing number of workshops, seminars, nationally, internationally, empowering human way. There where I connected with ma'am. We are requested to do one webinar for us. Also today, ma'am is doing for us. Okay. So, ma'am is NLP certified master's practitioner, certified trainer arts and science of NLP, certified trainer mock breaking, HU certified handwriting analyst, AB, NLP Certified Association Practitioners, INLP, TA Certified Trainers. Ma'am, there is any more training certificates available? So I think there is a lot of explanation has to give on the training model and that. Actually. I'm happy to read out all the certificates what you got,
Thank you.
and so let's go to the show now. We have been heading to our goal setting and outcome frame behalf of ILLC. So all things go back to Leena ma'am. Your shows right now. I'm taking out of the screen share now.
Thank you.
So I make you a host. Uh, you can able to. Can you see, ma'am?
I can, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Satyavil, and congratulations to IILC International for launching up the website. And I would like to give my gratitude to the entire team of you and your training center for doing such a wonderful job, bringing all the speakers together and giving them opportunity, and in fact opportunity to participants to understand and go through a lot of webinars and learn from these webinars. It's basically an amazing job that you're doing.
Thank
And
you,
thank
ma'am.
you for giving me this opportunity to come online like this, first time on YouTube as well. So thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, without taking much time, let's begin with the session that we are in today. We will be talking about goal setting and outcome frames. But before that, let me tell something, give an important information about the courses that we are running. You can go through the website of IILC International. All the information has been uploaded. The upcoming program information has been uploaded on the IILC International website. In case if any queries are there, you can get in touch with Mr. Saktivel and inquire more about it. And it's all related to NLP training and handwriting analysis, which is my forte, which is my expertise. So because goal setting and outcome frames is a part of NLP, I thought this will be an amazing thing to share, because it's not something new that we're going to talk. However, how to set and how to achieve through NLP, that's something new that we are going to talk about. Otherwise, goal setting is not a new topic. However, how you're going to set and how you're going to achieve it through NLP, that is neuro linguistic programming, that is something amazing to learn. And that's one way you can achieve your goals that you have set. Otherwise, most of the times we have seen people that they are setting their goals, but they're not able to achieve it. So if you see the statistics, it says that 95% of the people are setting the goals. However, they are not achieving it. And later, they are working for those 5% people who are actually setting and achieving the goals. So if you want to be the part of those 5%, you need to learn the correct way of goal setting and outcome frames. That's what NLP teaches us. That's what neuro-linguistic programming teaches us. So before getting into goal setting, because we are talking about NLP, let me just in brief tell you what is NLP. So NLP is neuro-linguistic programming, and it's not a new term. It's been in existence since 1970. However, people have got less awareness on it. Slowly and gradually it is coming up. However, NLP is nothing but achieving human excellence in all areas of your life, in your personal and professional life. It shows you the ways to achieve human excellence in all the areas of life. It has amazing tools and techniques, mind techniques, through which you can achieve the success, through which you can achieve the goals that you are setting, through which you can become happy, through which you can become completely successful. So from this NLP, I thought, okay, let me pick up, because we are mostly talking to sales, to insurance guys, because your industry belongs to those category. I thought, okay, let me pick up goal setting and outcome frames, which will be very, very valid for them to understand, to learn the entire process of goal setting and outcome frames. So I will begin with the session, and I will I can share my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my introduction has already been done, so I'm skipping this and I will straight away come here. So what are goals? That's a big question for all of us, because people mix up goals with wishes, with dreams, and with desires. It's not that your wishes, your dreams, and your desires can't be goals, but how can you convert your wishes, dreams, and desires to goals? That's the entire process. We all wish we want a big house. We all wish we want a promotion. We all wish we all have desires and dreams to travel. However, have you tried to convert them into your goals and achieve it? And even if you have done, how to what extent you have been successful to achieve your goals? Once upon a time, actually, one person was walking and he reached to a crossroads. And he stood there and he was thinking, which way should I take? He was not able to decide. And so what happened when passerby was going from there, and he asked the passerby, where this road will lead me? And the passerby said, where do you want to go? And the man said, I don't know. Just tell me where the road will go. Passerby said, then it doesn't matter. You take up any road. It will take you wherever the road goes. So somewhere we also have this kind of an attitude when we are talking about goals, because we don't know where we want to go, what we want to achieve in our life, why we want to achieve in our life, and how to achieve. That's what we are going to learn in today's webinar. And very, very nicely, Tony Robbins had actually given a quote on this, that people are not lazy. They simply have important goals. Important goals are nothing but the goals that do not inspire them. So we all do set goals. However, we are not setting them in the way that we get inspired by them. And so we are not able to achieve goals. So we need to see how can we set the goals in an inspirational way so that we are able to achieve them. So this raises a questions. What do you want in your life? And why do you want it in your life? These are very, very important questions which are thought-provoking. And always remember that purpose is stronger than your outcome. What do you want in your life gives you an outcome. However, why do you want that outcome has a bigger strength, has more strength than that. Because that why will lead you to achieve your goals. Why will give you a direction to achieve the goals. So when we ask ourselves, there is one more very specific question that we should ask. Which specific area of my life needs an attention? So when you ask this question, what happens? Then we get into various areas of our life. Our life is divided into various areas: personal, professional, spiritual. Like this, there are many domains in our life wherein we are divided. However, we are not able to keep balance with that. One domain is higher than the other, and then that creates an imbalance in personal and professional life. How can you identify which specific area needs an attention? That comes from an amazing technique in NLP, which is called as Wheel of Life. Wheel of Life tells you where you are having an imbalance. So what is Wheel of Life? Wheel of Life gives you various domains. You can divide your Wheel of Life in various domains as shown in the PPT over here. Like I have taken my Wheel of Life: family, relationships or love, career or study, wealth or finance, health or fitness, service or community, social or friends, spiritual or self-time. This is my Wheel of Life that I have divided into. And the color markings that you can see, those color markings are indicating where which is the specific area that needs attention. So if you see a little reddish color domain, which is in wealth or finance, that needs an attention. Little on the greener side, that is relationships or love, needs an attention. Now, this is an amazing technique. If you learn this, you will be able to identify which specific area you need to focus on. And when you get that specific area, you can set your goal first on that particular area. So goal has to have a process. Goal setting is actually a process that we need to learn. So this is the first step in the process. First of all, you make your wheel of life. Put all the domains that you are divided into. And then I will tell you how you can do markings and color them in different colors. So when you are dividing your domains, there will be subdomains also. Like when we are dividing the wheel of life, let's say health. So it can be mental health, it can be physical health. So again, you have to create the subdomains in that area. Physical fitness, you need to focus on physical fitness, or you need to focus on nutrition, or you are focusing on stress reduction, or on healing process, or mind body wellness, or healthy living. So this is the category. You can add on more to this. This is what my wheel of life is. So I could make out this subdomains. You can have either more or less, howsoever, depending upon your wheel of life. So every domain will be having subdomains. If you're talking about social domain, then friends, community, environment, that becomes the subdomain. Where do you stand in these subdomains? If love and relationship, as I showed in the earlier one, love relationship needs focus. This needs to be categorized into subdomains. And according to my subdomains, I will first of all make a goal in this particular area. So that is the first step that I will do. So this is for the understanding how subdomains can be created under one domain. This is to give a clarification or to give an idea, like it can be, the subdomains can be created like this, and from the subdomains, you can pick up the small goal also. And initially, I always advise that you should go with smaller goals, 1 month goal, 2 month goal, and let that goal get over and then get into the other goals. Slowly and gradually, you should increase the duration of the goal. Okay, this is the blank wheel of life, wherein you will be rating your domains. Now, if you see, it has been numbered 1 to 10. Now, for example, fun creation, I mark it as 4. And health, I am marking as 3. And I'm putting dots in those particular domains. And then I'm connecting all the dots in all the domains. It will not be a round figure. It will not be a round circle as shown here. This is not round. Colorings are not round, right? So that means there are areas where focus is needed. This gives me an idea that there are certain areas in my life where I need to give more attention, which needs a proper goal setting. So this way you can do your markings, join the dots, and see which specific area needs the particular attention. Now, if you mark it 5 or above 5, those areas are to be focused less at the moment. And the areas which are below 4 or below 4, those areas have to be focused more, because they are not even coming to the average of 10 as a rating. Fine? In case if any queries, please raise your hand so I can make out that there is some query in this. Okay, so this wheel of life will give you. Okay, can we solve the query of Saurabh? Saktivel, can we pick up the question now?
Yeah, if you're able to give the questions, we can take it at the end of the program actually.
Okay, so the wheel of life is designed in this manner, and from this specific areas, from the domains, you will get the specific area where you need to focus and where you need to frame your goal. This is the first step of goal setting process. Okay, the second step, once you identify that this area needs a goal, then the second step is you have to frame the goal. Now, how are you going to do it? So there is a way to frame your goal, which is known as SMART goals. SMART is an abbreviation which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. Now here also, many of us are aware about SMART goals and we may be doing it. We may be framing our goals, keeping in mind the SMART goals. However, we may not be able to achieve it. Here the best element in SMART goals is NLP. And how does it comes in the picture that I will be sharing when we will discuss one by one. What is specific, what is measurable, what is achievable, relevant, and timely. Specific goals. First and the foremost important thing when you are framing your goals, write down. Because even the Tony Robbins guru, Jim Rohn, he says that when you write down your goals, you're almost on the way to achieve your goals. So writing down is a very, very important element when you are framing your goals. Write down what you want to do using action words. For example, here I've given an example. I want more clients. This is not specific. I want more clients. What does that mean? How many clients? When do you want them? These all questions are missing. This all information is missing. We need very, very specific framing of the goal. I'm going to sign up 4 new clients within this next quarter. This is very, very specific. I'm talking about the number 4 clients. And when do I want it? I want it in the next quarter. So time also is specified and how many clients I want, that is also specified. And you have to write it down. Now, the moment you frame this as an example, if we pick it up and you're framing this goal, it automatically puts you into a questioning zone where you are able to question what needs to be accomplished or what is the objective of getting these 4 new clients and what team or how the team is responsible for completing or driving this task. What steps will you or your team take to achieve it? See, when you specify something, immediately the questions will also be specified according to your goal that has been framed. If I would have picked up, I want more clients, I would not have been able to come to this specific questions also. What needs to be accomplished? Okay, we said, I want more clients. But when? How? Who is going to bring it? What will be the action plan towards it? And till what time you want these 4 clients that you're thinking about. So being specific is very, very important element in SMART goals. And writing down equally is important. So when you are when you are making your specific goal, write it down. The moment you write it down, you will also get into this questioning zone. Second, measuring your goals. Here NLP comes in. How are you going to measure your goals? We need to measure the goals in between also. We need to check the progress. Like in schools, children have the exams, weekly exam, quarterly exams, monthly exams, class tests. What are those? Those are measurements of the goals that teachers have set for the academic performance of the students. Similarly, in personal and professional life also, when we are framing our goals, we need certain specific measurements. We need to check the progress. Sorry, excuse me, because I'm going through an allergic cough. In between, maybe I will have to mute for a second. So, when we talk about measurement of goals, there is a way to do it. There's a particular way that you should use to measure your goals. Now, let's take the previous example where I have decided to take 4 new clients in the next quarter. Now, how am I going to measure that goal? So, what am I supposed to do? I am supposed to create a sensory based evidence. Sensory based evidence comes in NLP. We all have different representational systems. We are using our 5 senses, yeah, visual, auditory, kinesthetic. These 3 are the major representational systems that we are, representational systems, or you can say senses that we are using: vision, hearing, and feeling. When you are measuring your goal, you need to bring in your physiology so that you can measure your goals. How are you going to bring your physiology? You need to see a clear picture. Where are you now? Visualize. Where are you standing now? What you have done previously. Now, what is the current situation? Have you taken the proper steps to get those new clients? What are you hearing? And how do you feel, or what do you feel? For example, have you called or meet, or you have met those new clients? Did you hear any feedback from any of the clients or any compliments that they have given to all the clients to whom you are approaching? Do you feel any sensations or excitement when you are into the process of getting those clients? This all will give you the idea or the measurement where you are standing. And when you are able to do this, you can reframe the action plans in case in any of the sensory based evidence you feel uncomfortable. If you haven't got any feedback or compliment, you need to go back, you need to step back and identify what is stopping. Where did you go wrong? And believe me, when you see a clear picture, visualization is the key to achieve the goal. The more you visualize, the more you are closer to the goal. Visualize your current situation. Visualize back where you were standing and visualize your future steps that you're going to see. See the entire picture. Listen what people will be talking when you will be achieving, what they are talking now. And how are you feeling? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling motivated? If not, then we need to check on the resources that we are using. Now, these resources can be internal or external. You have to check on both. What is where you are missing? Internal resources are your own. The internal resources that you have got, maybe confidence, maybe motivation, maybe a strong desire is needed, or maybe something else that is missing from within. And external resources are the support from the organization, support from the mentors, or trainings, or any skills and competences that you need to acquire to reach to your goal. So this way, when you use sensory-based evidence, you come very close to the goals because you are able to measure your goals. Let's go back to that example. If I would have taken only a small, non-specific example, like I want more clients, I would not be able to measure it. But I went more specific where I told I want 4 clients and I want it in the next quarter. That gives me, that will put me into sensory-based evidence. I will be able to visualize where was I earlier, where am I standing now, was I able to call up all the clients? Was I able to hear from them? How am I feeling? That all comes in when you become specific. And this is the correct way of measuring your goals. Bring in your physiology. Bring in your sensories. Bring in the senses so that you can feel, you can listen, you can see the clear picture. Visualize. Third is achievable. The goal that you have set, is it really practical? That also has to be checked. Now, many a times it happens that we are framing the goals not because I want it, but because someone else wanted it. So at times we also become victim of limiting beliefs. I can do it or I can't do it. Will I be able to do it? Or I can't do this or I can do this. So we've also become the victim of limiting beliefs that also has to overcome, that also has to be overcome. And let's see that the goal that we have set is achievable. Now, for example, the 4 new clients that we have taken is achievable in the next quarter. However, again, we need to see the timeline that we suggested is practical or no. So ensure that you are ambitious as well as you are practical also. Only being ambitious will put you in non-achievable zone where you may not be able to achieve. If I say I want 4 new clients in 15 days, that's not possible. Because action plans are there, we need to put it into action and we need to take certain steps. And in 15 days, converting 4 new clients may not be so much practical in nature. So you also have to see that it is achievable. Is it realistic or relevant? R stands for both, realistic and relevant. Now, for example, we have a business plan in which the objective of business plan is increasing the profitability. It's not specified from where the profits are to be increased, by bringing in the new clients or from the existing clients. So when you are framing your goal, which category will be more convenient to increase the profitability? What should be your primary goal at this point of time? So at this point of time, your primary goal will be focusing on retention of existing customers so that you are able to increase the profit per sale transaction, or you can increase the price or reduce the production cost. If you're focusing on primary goal to bring in the new customers, then maybe the objective of business plan may not be achieved. Because you have already existing customers, you can first focus on them to increase the profitability, and then later gradually you can go for the new goal, bringing in the new customers. So realistic or relevant in SMART goal means your actions, what actions you are taking will decide, will be dependent on your goal. The actions that you take are dependent on your goal that you have framed. So whatever suits as per the goals that you have decided, your actions should be accordingly. Like for example, here we told profitability, then focus on first the existing customers, increase the profit, and then move on to the next goal of bringing in the new customers. These are all examples, okay? And the last one in the SMART is time. Now it is said that a goal without a deadline is a wish. Initially, when I started, your wishes, your dreams, your desires are not goals. Why did I say that? Because it has no deadline. I want to buy a big house. It has no deadline. We want to travel abroad, but when? It has no deadline. So a goal without a deadline is a wish. A goal without a specification is a wish. So follow the steps of SMART goals and frame your goals as per the specificity, measure your goals, make it achievable, make it realistic or relevant, and make it time bound. Now, when you are framing your goals, one important aspect has to be kept in mind, and that is well-formed outcome. This is amazing technique of NLP again, which teaches you how you should frame your outcome. What are the preconditions that you should keep in mind when you are framing your outcomes so that they become well-formed outcomes? And it is a key to success. When you are able to frame your goals in terms of well-formed outcomes, there is no way that you will be losing on that goal. You will achieve it. So what are these well-formed outcomes? Let's see an example. Let's see an example of SMART goals. win 6 new business accounts before the end of the second quarter. Now, this is the goal that I have created, and I have created a specific goal which says that I want 6 new business accounts before the end of the second quarter. So specific, how am I going to measure? So we know to get 6 business accounts, we need at least 12 proposals, and we need at least 24 pitches and 48 warm prospects. See how you can measure. There are two ways you will be using to measure. First, quantity. Second, sensory-based evidence that you learn in NLP. So now, the 6 clients that I am looking for, I'm visualizing them. I'm seeing them that they are signing the contract. I can hear that they are giving compliment. I can feel the happiness, and I'm excited to get those clients. The moment you bring in the sensory-based evidence, the moment you are able to acknowledge your senses and you're able to relate it with the goal that you have set, it brings in physiology and psychology of excellence. And that's what the motto of NLP is. How does it come? Modeling is one way of getting physiology and psychology of excellence. When you are not able to frame your goals, look to the successful people, how they are doing it, how they are able to bring in the physiology and the psychology of excellence. Follow them, model them, and then you will be able to do that. Because one important presupposition of NLP is, if I can do it, you also can do it. Right? So it is measurable by quantity and by sensory-based evidence. Achievable. How will it be? Is it achievable? It is. Last year, we had average 5 new business accounts during the same time frame that I have set in my goal. And now we have been growing at 20%. So this revised goal feels achievable because from 5, I have come to 6. So one more has been added, which is practical, which is achievable. Relevant. The number and size of the accounts we win each quarter tie directly to our top and bottom lines. It is relevant. So it is achievable and it is relevant or realistic also. And it is time bound because I said it has to be in the second quarter. I have to achieve it in the second quarter, which is incredibly important for staffing, budgeting, and contingency plans. So this is the example of the SMART goals. Well-formed outcomes, as I told, you need to understand how you're going to make your goal as well-formed outcome. It's an outcome. Goal is nothing but an outcome that you're looking for. What do you want? So I want 6 new business accounts. I want 6 new clients. This is the outcome that I'm looking for. And in NLP, we focus more on outcomes rather than using the word goal. So the first condition when you are making your outcome is state it positively. When you're writing your goal or when you are writing your outcome, you have to see that you are writing it in the positive manner. Now, why? Because brain does not accept or does not understand negative words. Let's demonstrate here how brain doesn't take the negative words. I'm going to tell you, don't think about the pink elephant. And what happened immediately? The pink elephant came in front of all of us. No matter what size you got, but we all saw the pink elephant because mind or brain doesn't understand the word don't. It doesn't take it. And we all in our lives, in our daily lives also, we see this. The moment you tell somebody don't do this, they will do it more. And children are the best example. You tell them don't jump on sofa, don't do that, don't go there. They will like to do that because don't has already been not registered in the mind. So that also you can learn in NLP how you can reframe your language or how you can learn the transformational vocabulary to be successful. Fine. So the first condition is state it positively. Now, how? What are the examples? I want to reduce my debt is again a negative frame. So make it more positive by saying that I want to improve my cash flow. We need to cut down on our staff. We need to increase our profit margins is a better positive statement than the earlier one. And I want to enjoy delivering presentations rather than I want to stop being nervous when delivering presentations. Because what happens when you say I want to stop being nervous, automatically you become more nervous. When you think I want to cut down on our staff, attention goes to the cut down. Instead of focusing on why you want to cut down, what is the reason? Profit margins. So the focus has to be on the profit margins, or focus has to be on delivering the presentations confidently. So NLP says that energy flows where the focus is. Wherever is your focus, energy will flow in that direction only. So the more positive, the more transformational vocabulary you use, the more energy will flow towards it, and you will be clear, specific in achieving your goals. So frame it in a positive manner. How do you move from stating negative to positive? So ask yourself, what do I want instead? Or what will this do for me? Basically, it says that focus on what you want and not on what you don't want. Don't think about an elephant, pink elephant. Focus went on thinking about the pink elephant. Don't worry. So the moment somebody says don't worry, we start feeling more worried about it. Focus goes on worry. So focus on positive statements rather than using the non-transformational vocabulary. Second, it should be self-initiated or it should be under your control. Self-initiated means whatever goals you are framing, those goals should be yours. It should not come from anyone else. We generally get into an influence by others. If she wants to become a trainer, I also want to become a trainer. If my brother is a doctor, even I want to become a doctor. If my father was an engineer, I also want. No, whatever goal you make in your personal and professional life, it has to be initiated by you. If you don't do that, then you will not be able to achieve the goal because it was never yours. So you have to ask, the goal that you have framed is something that you can initiate yourself and maintain it. When you do something on your own, you're going to maintain it. When you convert your passion into goal, you are going to take care of your passion, nobody else. So it has to be your choice. It has to be your goal. Is it within your control? It will be in your control if it is framed by you yourself. And are you doing this for yourself or others? So if you're doing it for others, then the goal is not yours. It's been given by others. If you're doing it for yourself, then it is your goal. However, if you need support of others, it's fine. You can take the support of others. I will share one example. One of my clients was interested in opening up a dance studio. To open up a dance studio, it was her self-initiation. She was working as a professional. However, she wanted to become an entrepreneur. And because she was very good in dancing, she always had dreamt of opening up a dance studio. And we did this exercise with her. And I could make out that it is self-initiated. However, at the present time, she needs support of her husband because she's working full time. So if she opens up the dance studio, she needs support in that case. So taking support is different. Then you're involving others in your goal, which is okay, you can do that. However, it should be self-initiated. Third, there should be evidence procedure. And this evidence procedure is again sensory based. Now, this is the level where you are actually seeing as if you have achieved your goal. Because This evidence procedure gives you an opportunity to think, to see, to feel, and to hear. What will you see, hear, feel when you will have it? What will let you know that you have attained your desired outcome? So basically measurement of the goals. What will you be doing when you get it? How will you show? How will you react? How will you feel? What you will listen? How you will, what picture it will be there in your mind when you have actually achieved your goal. So this is putting you in as if zone, which is related with your sensory based. You are bringing in your senses, visualization, auditory, and kinesthetic, that is feeling. Now, when you do this, you actually start moving towards your goal. You have seen when you follow any successful people, what is their main objective? They carry the physiology like successful people. They talk like successful people. They walk like successful people. They dress up like that, and the entire physiology and psychology is in excellence mode. That because they are always at this level, sensory based, as if zone, as if they have already got it. Now check on your resources, which is another condition of the well-formed outcomes. Check on your resources, internal and external both. Internal resources, if anything is missing in bringing up the goal to achieve, then you need to work on those skills that are missing. Maybe you are missing on confidence, maybe positive state is not coming, you are overwhelmed, or maybe you are not able to create that much desire in you. So that has to be checked. And external resources also has to be checked. Maybe help from mentors is required, support from organization is required, finances are required, or any extra training is required. These are preconditions to form a well-formed outcome, which is nothing but your goal. And the last part, which says ecology check. This is also very, very important. You need to check the ecology of yours and others. Now, what is ecology? Now, for example, your goal is to open up a factory, and the objective is you want to earn profit, you want to grow or expand. So what are you doing? What is the goal you are setting? I want to open up a factory in 1 year at this particular place. Now, when you do that, you also need to check how this goal is going to benefit you and others from society point of view. Because when you open up the factory, you're going to use external resources also. What are you going to do with the wastage that is going to come? You're going to give employment. That is one ecology check. That is good. However, when you open up the factory, how are you going to take care of the wastage? Have you planned something for that? If no, then it is not ecological in terms of society or in terms of community, because we will be using the resources from the community as well. So ecology check also matters a lot when you are framing your outcome. Now, these are conditions to frame a well-formed outcome. When you write your goal, write it positively. Take it self-initiation. It should be your goal, nobody else. It should be your outcome that you're looking for. Bring in the evidence procedure based on your senses. Go into as if frame. Create a frame wherein you feel you have already achieved it. And check on your resources. And lastly, do check whether the goal or the outcome that you have framed is ecological in nature. Okay. Goal setting and outcome frames, that was the topic. Goal setting we saw. Now, what are these frames? So, frame is nothing but it's a focus. And the focus is nothing but your language. Set your frame correctly. What does that mean? Let's say you are taking a picture from your camera and you have not set the frame correctly. You clicked and you realized half of the people's face is not coming because frame was not adjusted clearly. This frame here in goal setting is nothing but the language that you use. Set your frame correctly so that you can achieve your outcome. What are these frames? First, we saw outcome frame. What do you want? What are you looking for? Purpose frame also we saw. Why do you want to achieve? And as if frame or what if frame has certain specific questions that will give you so much clarity before before taking the actions for the goal or the outcome. These are called Cartesian questioning style, wherein what if you achieve this goal? What if you are not able to achieve this goal? There are 4 questions that we will be seeing. That is one of the frames that you will learn. And this is related to the language, to the focus. Where is your focus and what language you are using to frame your goal? And the last is act as if. This is again bringing physiology and psychology. Think and act as if you have achieved. Focus on physiology and psychology. If you want to be successful, your physiology also has to be according to them. If you want to be successful, psychologically also you have to be in that as if frame. The moment you decide on your goal, you have to go into this as if frame. Then only picture will come clear. When you set your frame correctly, when your focus is clear, and when your language is going according to your focus, your energy will flow towards it and you will be able to achieve your goals. What are these Cartesian questions that I'm talking about? So there are 4 questions. What will happen if I do this? What will happen if I don't do this? And what won't happen if I do this? What won't happen if I don't do this? Initially, you may feel what to write answers for all this, but believe me, when you do Cartesian questioning style, before taking any decision in your life, it will give you clear idea about the decision that you're going to take or about the outcome that you are looking for. Many a times, without thinking, we do something and then later we realize we should not have done that. You will not come into that frame or you will not come into that situation if you do Cartesian questioning style before taking any decision or before framing any outcome. So if I take the previous example, I want 6 new clients in next quarter, and if I do this exercise of Cartesian questioning style and answer them, I will be very, very clear whether I should make that outcome, whether I should go for that outcome or no. So to make it more clear, I have taken one example also over here for Cartesian questions. So the example that I have taken is, let's think that you are trying to decide to apply for a promotion. Now there's a confusion going on whether you should go for promotion or no. So use this Cartesian style over there and see. Let's go one by one. So the first question in Cartesian is, what would happen if I go for promotion? And I have answers for that. I will be happy if I get the promotion. I could end up with a new job, with a new profile, with a new challenge, with increased responsibilities. I will feel excited, little nervous also because new responsibilities I have to handle. And I will be recognized for my skills and competencies. Along with this, at my personal level also, I will be able to plan trip abroad. or to Disney World or to wherever. So these are certain example answers. You can have your own answers, add on to this or modify this. But generally this will be the answers. Basically when you are able, when what will happen if you go for promotion, so everything good is going to happen because you are going for a promotion, you are getting higher grades. Next, what wouldn't happen if you go for promotion? What will not happen if you go for promotion? So what will happen? I won't spend all my time wondering what if I had gone for it. Half of the time you're thinking, shall I go for this or shall I not go? Will my promotion be accepted or not? I wouldn't be making futile plans for stuff I will never get. Sorry, I will never get to do in this job. You can have little different answers also. However, what wouldn't happen if you go for promotion? What will happen when you're going and what won't happen if you go for promotion? Clear? Next, what wouldn't happen if you don't go for promotion? So what will not happen? If you don't go for promotion, what will happen? You will be in that particular profile only. And you will not be risking yourself being rejected. Maybe you apply for promotion and you get rejected. However, on the other hand, you may not have tried for the opportunity by not asking. And maybe your boss may not come to know about your potentials by not asking for the promotion. Or you would never know for sure what would have happened if you would have approached for the promotion. So it is basically telling that you are not initiating. So it gives you an idea whether you are taking initiative or you are not taking initiative. And if you are not taking initiative, what is stopping you from taking the initiative so that you can work on this. So when you come to know why you are not taking the initiative, you have to check on your resources, where you are getting stopped. Is it internal resources that is stopping you, or it is an external resources that is stopping you? So this gives them clarity for this. You come to know why you are not able to. So all the 4 questions, if you see, the question 1 gives you, it helps you to clarify your goal, which is nothing but it is giving you a very, very clear purpose. What do you want? So you're looking for a promotion. It is helping you to clarify your goal. Question 2 is helping you to clarify why you want it. What will happen if you achieve this? So why? Why do you want this? Question 3, it looks at what you may lose if you are successful, and that loss could be positive or negative. So what if you are not achieving? What if you are achieving? It can be positive. What if you are not achieving? It can be negative also. However, when you do this, you get an idea whether it is positive or negative, where you are going to get stuck and how to overcome the issues that you feel are becoming the roadblocks to your to achieve the goals that you have set. Question 4, again, it's with its double negativity, it initially confuses your thinking. However, it helps you to go much more in deep thoughts which you may not have thought of or which you may not have surfaced. So all the 4 questions are very, very important before framing your outcome. It gives you a very clear idea for your purpose, why you want it, what will happen if you achieve it, what will happen if you don't achieve it, and what will not happen if you achieve it, and what will not happen if you don't achieve it. So entire picture becomes clear in front of you before taking the decision to make that framework. And then you have to when you are clear that you want to go with this outcome, then use your vocabulary, use your language, and bring in your focus, frame it positively, see that it is self-initiated, bring in your sensory awareness in that, and check with your resources and do the ecology check also. This is the entire process of goal setting and outcome frames. And this learning has, to me also, has come from NLP because it teaches you systematically the entire process of setting the goal and achieving. However, there are other tools also that we use, like modeling. Model any successful people. That is one another way of learning goal setting. But for people like us who want to achieve small goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, they can use this process of goal setting and outcome frame step by step and can achieve the goals. So what is the entire process? First of all, you need to make your wheel of life. Rate it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever numberings you want to do. Bring the domains, put the dots wherever you feel like, and see which domains are below 4 and which domains are above. So the domains which are below 4 need the attention. And then you can one by one take one domain monthly and make a goal. Go through the outcome frame, the well-conditioned, well-formed outcomes. Frame your outcome accordingly, frame your goal accordingly, and achieve it. So, first of all, first step, wheel of life. Second, set the goals as per the SMART way: specific, measurable, uh, achievable, realistic or relevant, and time bound. Once you are done, you see that it is based on well-formed outcomes. You have stated it positively, you have written it positively, and it is self-initiated. Sensory awareness is there. Your physiology is like that, along with your psychology, and do ecology check. So all these are the steps, and then do Cartesian questions. The outcome that you have framed. What is that the purpose that you're looking for? And why do you want that? All the 4 questions when you answer. This is the entire process of goal setting. I am done with this. Now we can go into any question and answer discussion in case if anyone needs it.
Yeah.
I will make you the host.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Very knowledgeable, very sensible. Let's say a lot of things. I'm just, I'm just putting my craft on my, just writing my craft on this. I'm just preparing for it. Where I'm just lacking out of that. So, uh, we will go with the questions now. We got questions from Ravichandran, who's asked the question: does guidelines by companies every quarter is symptoms with goal setting? That's what. Yeah. Does guidelines by companies every quarter is symptoms with goal settings?
They can be. Yes. So when you are making company goal, when you are making your professional goal, keep in mind those guidelines. So when you are doing well-formed outcomes, in those outcomes, the guidelines given by the company will be placed somewhere. What will
Yeah.
happen? Yeah. And Cartesian question. When you're doing your Cartesian questions, you have to ask yourself: the guidelines that are stated by the company, are they having an ecology with the goals that I have set?
I think Saurav asked about something called. Can you please explain once again? I don't know what he mentioning that. Saurav, if you are there, can you tell him which part you're looking forward and just text me that. Again, Ravichandran asked, that's SWOT analysis second in Wheel of Life.
Second, I'm not clear with that. Can he reframe the question? Maybe he is asking if can we use the SWOT analysis in Wheel of Life.
Yeah.
So SWOT analysis can be used. However, it may not be very helpful, or it will become very time consuming, because for each domain you will be doing the SWOT analysis. So it is just better to break down into subdomains and see which specific area you want to work on and frame your goal. Let's not complicate it with by making it much more, putting it into SWOT analysis, because that is little different than what we are talking now.
It's again asking numbering in the wheel, asking about that.
Numbering. Yeah. So when you make your wheel of life, as I showed, there are 10. I have numbered them as 10. You can either increase more or you can take less. So if you are rating 1 to 5, and suppose health is the domain which you have put a dot as 1, and relationship as 5. So you're connecting those dots. And then now you're going forward to spiritual, where spiritual is 4. So you're again putting a dot. And this way you are completing your wheel of life. So your focus has to be on the domain which is having less rating. 1 is less rating. So you need to work on your health as a goal.
So Saurav again asking about, can you explain the wheel once again? That's what he's saying.
Okay. So see, wheel of life is nothing but it gives you a clarity where you can bring in the attention which is missing. Now what happens many a times, our personal and professional life is not balanced. How to bring balance in that? For that you can use wheel of life. So draw a wheel of life, put all the domains, whatever comes in your life. You want to focus on health, you want to focus on spiritual, you want to focus on fun and creation, you want to focus on wealth or money, and that way you divide your wheel of life. Once you have divided, rate your domains and connect all the dots, and then see that when you are connecting the dots, it is not the circle coming, there will be ups and downs. So wherever the rating comes down, you have to focus on that particular area more. For health, for in my wheel of life, let's say health domain is coming at 2, and money domain is coming at 3. Rest all are above 5 and 6 and 7. So I don't need to focus at this point of time. My entire focus has to be on health and money. So my goals for next month or next quarter will be on health and money.
Okay. Just want to one question. Um, can you explain about when the person who's starting the day or starting the month, what kind of the goals he has to set for it? Any scientifically they have to go for to be a successful person? Or anything the way he has to? All you said, you have to write it out. All those things what he is looking forward. So on these achievements, why this so important, ma'am? He has to be
See, I always tell to my clients that journaling, the moment you start your day, morning, journaling is very, very important. When you write, you are actually not writing. You are giving command to your mind through visualization. You are writing, your focus is on writing, however, brain is seeing the picture. We all see pictures. Now, people agree, don't agree, but we all get the pictures. And when the brain gets the picture, it knows that I have to achieve this. But if you only think that I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to achieve that goal, that may not work, because brain needs certain commands, and those commands come when you are writing. So the first thing that you have to, every successful people, at least they make a to-do list in the morning. They do that. I have gone through autobiographies of many people. Even Tony Robbins is also doing that. He writes his goal, because writing gives visualization to the mind. So that is the first thing that you have to do in the morning, journaling. And through journaling, when you are writing, your mind will start thinking further process. How are you going to do this task that you have written? And then the entire process that I have shown comes in the picture.
You just mentioning about the wheeling where we are just on about. Suppose somebody specifically downsgrade upon the money part. He was into more debt. What he has to do, or what are the practice he has to make out of that, or are there any habits to be used to be followed for that actually?
For money, I would suggest that first is journaling. Write down whatever money goals that you are making. See, any new thing that has to be achieved. If you do it regularly for 21 times a morning, if you're writing something, that becomes the part of the visualization process, and universe has to give you that because your entire focus is that. So whatever money goal you are making, journal it at least 21 times, and it doesn't take much time to write, to be very honest. So write it down, that is the first thing. Second, practice visualization through meditation or just by opening or closing your eyes, the way we visualize. And the way we visualize has to be positive in that. And there are many apps also available, and even my own program is on that. If you have gone through 30-day program that I have made, it is divided into health, wealth, success, and relationships. So each week I have shown a different mind technique. So for money also, there are certain practices that I have shown. If you do it, definitely the change will come. So that the kind of goal you make, for example, you make a goal to earn more money or to have, let's say, X amount of money in a month. So there are certain practices that I have shown in the course that have been fruitful for many people, and they have got abundance.
Again, Ravichandran asked whether any article in there is there where we explain like books on this subject. So I think there where you are taking the NLP certification course. So Mr. Ravichandran, you can always connect with us on ILC. We talk about this program, and there are separate certification programs there where you can able to attend it, and you can able to clear out of the particular program. I think there is two people raise their hands, and I just ask you that who's the riser. Ronaldo Desa. So, there any question is there, Mr. Ronaldo? So, on this, ma'am, or anything on health, what is the main thing they have to do? Any practically on the successful on this, ma'am? In NLP teaching on the health, you said you about talking about money, wealth, and everything. About health, ma'am, health you are teaching about.
So in 30-day program, health is also there. Health, wealth, relationship, and success. The 4 domains have been covered. And I started launched this program last May, and it is going wonderful. I have seen wonderful transformation. Audience over here, if they want to explore, they can go on to that link, and they can read the testimonials also given by the participants. They have seen amazing transformation in it.
Okay. So, can you tell you about what are the courses right now when you're starting, ma'am, and how they can contact about this? Actually?
30-day program is always on. So whenever anyone wants to register, they just have to go on to the link and get registered. That diploma in NLP with graphology, because I am handwriting analyst also. So I have made a unique program, diploma in NLP with graphology, which is starting on 30th July.
Okay.
That link also I have shared it with you. And those who are interested to go for NLP practitioner program, so there is NLP practitioner program that is also starting on 30th July.
So
And
what could be the benefit, ma'am? Somebody is complete the NLP practitioner.
see, when you complete your, it is basically meant for your personal and professional development, because it has got certain tools and techniques. When you put it into practice, when you bring it into the action, then changes will come in your thought process. You will learn the correct linguistics that you have to use, and you will be able to reprogram your mind to overcome the limiting beliefs and the negativity that we have inside us, because we have all the resources within us. However, we focus on more on negative things than on positive. So when you learn NLP, it teaches you how to focus on positive state.
Okay. So anyone of you are interested about this courses and detail, kindly connect with me for the, I will be sharing all the detail of Leena ma'am, and even our website carry the detail of the training program as to be already uploaded on that. So if you're interested, you can always go through the process on that actually. So any more questions you people have, can just always put it. And I think there is one question has came on the chat box. Venkat send the question called how come uh, how come out of the negativity.
Join the group and practice the sessions.
So Venkat, keep practicing the section. That's what come out of negativity. Another thing, ma'am. Before going that, normally nowadays the females of that, they see that failures. They normally give up easiest ways, or they forgot, or they will give up on that. So, what's your suggestion for the members who desperately on sales or on other aspects of even the housewives? What do you suggest for them on the courses?
So your question is why the ladies are giving up from the sales job.
No, no, it's not about the sales job. It's about they see the failures normally on the, even the sales business. So they give up their. They want to continue again those aspects on that. So, what could be your input on?
So, there can be various reasons for it. One is, see, females already are burdened, or I will say they already are sharing a lot of responsibilities from the home as well. And then in the working environment also, they have to fulfill the responsibilities. So, getting into low confidence or feeling low self esteem about themselves, or not getting time to upgrade their skills and competences, there can be various reasons. We need to identify, maybe we can do a research on that and identify from where these failures are coming. What are the main or major areas or reasons why they are failing, then we may be able to design a proper training program for them so that face the they are able to overcome these failures that they are facing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Just want to do for the members on that. So, how do you find this program, ma'am? And you wanted to give any input on the members? Wanted before?
I want to I want to show my gratitude towards you, towards IILC, to come up with the amazing thing of arranging webinars and giving the opportunity to speakers as well as to participants, and they are able to come on board and learn the different webinar training programs that you're doing, which earlier may not have been possible because of the technology. However, you are doing a wonderful job by bringing in the blend of technology and helping the participants to have more knowledge on that and go further and transform their lives.
Yeah, so that's the idea behind on that. Well, much I am not much keen on the webinar. We always record this programs on YouTube, and we keep this like a treasury. So whenever the programs anybody want to know about, we always they can able to refresh from there. The videos where I came about. So they want to know about Leena, they want to know about me. There's always there is a video applicable on this, why this program, and another thing. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time and happy journey. So tomorrow you're flying back to Dubai. So behalf of ILLC, and I'm thanking for that. So before winding, I'm just showing my contact detail for members who's there in that. Uh, this is my contact detail for ILC. You can able to see our website ID, illcinternational.com. You can always see all the details available over there. And even you can able to send the mail ishakti ilc2020 at gmail.com, and you can able to connect whichever format you want. You want to connect to Facebook, we are in LinkedIn, we are in Twitter, Instagram, and all the way. So you people have any questions on anything, kindly send it to us. We will ask the speaker as long as we get the answer to you on next program. So thank you everyone. Thank you, Leena ma'am. It's wonderful for you connecting with us, and thank you all the participation. Look forward other program. Thank you, ma'am. Saurabh.